Welcome back to the deep dive. This is where we dig into all sorts of source materials, sometimes from pretty unexpected places, looking for those nuggets of wisdom.
And today, yeah, it's definitely unique. We're looking at a children's short story called Flipper and the Bubble Scooter.
Right. And don't let that title fool you. We think this story, it actually has some really interesting points about science, maybe even innovation.
Exactly. Our mission is to sort of pull out those hidden bits, the maybe engineering ideas and connections to, well, the real world.
Okay, so let's get into it. We've got Flipper, who's described as super smart, super fast, a dolphin, and he wants to win the Bubble Grand Prix.
Which sounds like a big deal, this underwater scooter race across the 7 sea zones.
Yeah, the pinnacle of undersea racing, apparently. And Flipper's ride, it's homemade, the Bubble Scooter.
And this is where it gets interesting. It's not your standard engine.
No, definitely not. The story says it's powered by seaweed fuel, jellyfish zaps,
Jellyfish zaps.
and a turbo blowfish booster. So very bio-powered, almost futuristic in a way.
It really is. It touches on things like biofuels, maybe even bioelectricity with the jellyfish part. But there's a catch, right, with the design.
Oh, yeah. The big one the story mentions is, well, it smells.
It smells like
Pickles. This scooter smells like pickles.
pickles. Okay, so not exactly appealing, maybe.
Not to the other racers, no. The Grand Prix is tomorrow, and they're just mocking this thing relentlessly.
What are they saying?
Calling it a leaky bubble bike, asking if the engine's hiding in a clamshell, making fun of the sponge seat, just really tearing it down.
Right, and that pickle smell probably didn't help. It's kind of like, when a new technology comes out, if it looks weird or smells weird, people are skeptical.
Totally. They dismiss it. And Flipper, he almost starts to believe them, Loses his confidence.
Which makes the next part really important. His best friend shows up.
Yes. Coral the crab. And Coral does this great thing, just reframes it completely, tells Flipper to ignore the smell, ignore the sponge seat.
And focus on.
Focus on what it is. It's eco-friendly, fast, and fun. That's the quote. It's about the value it offers, not just how it looks or smells.
That's a great point. Sort of function over form, or maybe unique strengths versus just fitting in. Flipper decides to trust his weird scooter.
He does. He has to trust his own design, pickles and all. So, okay, race day arrives.
Big moment.
Huge moment. The starting horn goes, Blay-lo-o-r-p. That's how the story writes it, with a shell icon.
Nice.
And Flipper just zips off super fast. And this time, instead of pickles, he's leaving a trail of bubbles and bubblegum-scented sea foam. An upgrade.
Okay, an improvement.
Yeah.
Who's he racing against?
Some pretty wild competitors. There's an octopus on roller skates.
Roller skates, underwater.
Apparently. A stingray on a jet board, and the main rival seems to be a shark driving a big tuna-shaped speedboat.
Okay, tuna speedboat. That sounds fast.
Right.
So Flipper's bubble scooter. How does it actually compete with raw speed like that? Doesn't seem like it should win.
Well, that's the twist, isn't it? It's not just about straight line speed.
Ah, okay. What happens?
Disaster strikes. Halfway through the race, boom! A giant kelp tangle blocks the whole course.
Oh, no. So everyone crashes.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
All the fast, heavy racers, especially that shark and his massive tuna boat, they just plowed right into this sticky kelp mess. Too much speed, too heavy, can't stop or turn fast enough.
Right. Too much inertia. But Flipper.
This is where his weird scooter shines. The thing everyone made fun of, the gentle bubble blower system, it actually lets him control his buoyancy.
Because bubbles are light, filled with gas, lighter than water.
Exactly. So while everyone else is stuck, Flipper, using his bubbles, he just floats right over the top of the whole kelp tangle.
Wow. So the bubbles gave him lift.
Yeah. The story even has him thinking light as a jelly. It's his big realization. His unique design was perfect for this problem.
That's clear. So the thing that seemed like a weakness was actually his advantage.
Totally. He sails over the kelp, crosses the finish line with a splash pop whoosh, and wins the Grand Prix.
Amazing. And what about the others? The shark? They're stunned, covered in kelp. And the shark actually admits it. He says, maybe bubble scooters are brilliant. A total change of heart.
That's quite a turnaround. The unconventional design proved itself.
Yeah, the victory is great, but you're right. The why is interesting. Let's dig into those nuggets the story seems to be laying out.
Well, the big one seems to be that life lesson, right? Flipper won because his scooter was different. Being different wasn't bad. It was actually his superpower in that situation.
Yeah, he didn't just try to be a faster version of the shark's speedboat. He had a unique solution that worked when the conventional approach failed. He believed in his own idea.
And the story also weaves in some actual science facts too, doesn't it? About dolphins.
It does, yeah. It makes a point of saying dolphins are really smart marine mammals, and they communicate with clicks and whistles and body language. It sort of grounds Flipper's intelligence, even in this fun story.
So giving kids a little bit of real biology along the way.
Mm-hmm. And then there's the physics of the wind itself, the bubbles.
Right. It's a simple concept, but key to the plot. Bubbles are just gas, usually air, trapped in a liquid film. And because gas is way less dense than water.
They float, they go up. Flipper basically used that lift, that displacement, to get over the obstacle.
Yeah, his whole system was low density compared to, say, a solid metal speedboat. It allowed him to essentially rise above the problem that trapped everyone else. It's a neat little physics lesson hidden in there.
And there's that other layer, too, the eco-friendly part. Seaweed-fueled, jellyfish zaps.
Right, the whole design philosophy. It's not just about winning. It's saying that maybe these sustainable, nature-inspired inventions are actually better. They helped him win, and they're good for the ocean.
So it's like science, a life lesson, and an environmental message all bundled together.
Pretty much. And Flipper gets his reward, of course. A shiny trophy made of coral.
Nice.
And a year's supply of fish snacks. Always important.
Can't beat fish snacks. But the bigger win maybe is what happens after the race.
Oh, right. Everyone wants one now, don't they?
Exactly. All the other racers, even the shark, come up to Flipper and ask him to build them bubble scooters, too.
So his invention didn't just win. It completely changed the game. Everyone saw it worked better, at least for that kind of unexpected problem.
And Flipper, being the innovator he is, he's already improving it. Remember the pickle smell?
Oh, yeah? Did he fix that?
He did. The story ends by saying his new version smells like watermelon.
Watermelon. Okay, that's definitely an upgrade from pickles. So even disruptive tech can get refined and more appealing over time.
It seems so. So, yeah, we started with this cute story about a dolphin race.
And we ended up talking about disruptive innovation, biofuels, buoyancy, overcoming skepticism. Quite a deep dive, actually.
It really is. And that core lesson valuing your unique ideas, not being afraid to be different, especially when tackling tricky problems, that feels pretty universal.
Definitely. The moment Flipper embraced what made his scooter unique, its lightness, its agility, its eco-design, that's when he found the path to success. It's about creative thinking.
Sometimes the light, bubbly solution is the one that lets you float right over the big, heavy obstacles.
Well put. And thinking about that creativity, the story itself actually ends with a challenge for the reader, or listener in our case.
Oh, yeah. What's that?
It asks, what kind of scooter would you build if you lived underwater? Would it ride on starfish? Would it run on giggles?
Huh. I like that. Draw your own silly sea scooter and give it a name. It's encouraging that same kind of imaginative, maybe slightly disruptive thinking.
Exactly. A perfect way to encourage applying these ideas.
Well, thank you for diving deep with us on Flipper's Bubbly Adventure today.